Greetings, I'm Mark with Unlimited Story, unlimited-story.com, a channel dedicated to writing, world building, marketing, and most importantly, getting things done. If you want to support this channel and the things that I do, just check out Unlimited Story on Kindle or Kindle Vella. There are many great stories for you to read, and when you do, by the time you're done, you're going to get yourself a bardic inspiration, which you can use anytime in your daily life. Right. In this video, I'm going to be reviewing Kaedock, Hunter and the Iron Dagger by Saiden Cloud. And here's the description. Kaedock's younger sister Vicky runs away with someone he believes is a predator. With his friend Evrick, they use Vicky's journal to track them to a portal in the Fae Wild, a place of myth and legends. Creatures of the Fae have a grudge against humans since they've been banished here over 1,000 years ago. Will Kaid and Evrick survive long enough to save Vicky? Or is it already too late? This is a Tales of Iden story. So just one thing I want to bring up. I have a character named Kaid, and I have a character named Evrick, and they're like best friends. I feel like these names are getting way too close. It just weirds me out. When you make characters, you think that you have all these original names and ideas, and it turns out there are other people with great ideas and great names too that may be similar. Anyway, I'm just going to move on with my life and get reading. Here we go. I have just finished reading the first 3 of Kaedock, Hunter and the Iron Dagger, and I'm also going to say that I did not even look at the graphic very well, which I will say is super cool. It looks really cool. And after reading these first 3, that Iron Dagger, he's totally wearing it. It's black. It's kind of neat. I don't know what the deal is with the black Iron Dagger, but it's a black Iron Dagger. And I don't know daggers very well, or iron very well, but I'm assuming because it's black, it's pretty different, unique, cool. Probably pretty heavy if it's iron too. Already, I'm way off topic. All right, so what do we got going on here? We got a wonderful little cast of characters. Very small group. I should say like it's tiny, but it's very manageable compared to some other stories where I read where I'm writing down big lists. Okay, so what do I got going on here? You got Kaedock, Hunter. He is your main character and protagonist. He builds stuff. He's a contractor, more or less. He builds houses. He learned it from his dad. His dad is a drunk. Worthless. I shouldn't say worthless, but he drinks. Apparently every time something bad happens, he'd just be like, I'm going to have a drink. Okay. He's got a sister, Vicky, which we know virtually nothing about, except that she's hanging out with some weirdo named Nevin. Don't know much else about him, except he kind of looks a little weird and I don't know. Gives off some elvish vibes. Okay. So, Kate also has a mom, and I'll just spoil it right now. She's a mage, or was a mage, and she's also very, very sick and on her way out. So that'll be important coming up. All right, so Kate has a best friend, as all of us need a best friend, and it is Evrick. All right, so Evrick is a blacksmith, and they apparently get along very well because he gives blacksmith buddy hooks him up with tools so he can do the buildy stuff. So that's always a good time. And then Kate also has a girlfriend, betrothed wife, fiance. I don't know what to call them. They're definitely not married yet. And her name is Elaine. And she is just a wonderful gal. I think Evrick has a girl too, but I totally forgot her name if she even existed. In my mind, he definitely does. And I just don't remember her at all. Anyway, moving forward, unless it's Allie from the bar that they were at, which could have been the case. They were getting booze a lot. They got this cool booze named Cobalt Slayer. I love world building when they just add in names like that, and somehow I remember that, but definitely don't remember the girlfriend's name. Sorry. All right, so what's really happening here? So they hang out, go to the bar, they split. Cade takes his girlfriend's pseudo-wife to her house. I guess she lives with her parents, and I don't want to say they're making out, but they're like, love you, great time, kiss. And then Elaine's mom is like, broom to the face, boom, boom. And they get separated, something. She's not happy about this marriage, but apparently everyone else seems to be pretty happy. Elaine seems to like Cade. Cade likes Elaine. Cade's family likes Elaine. Everyone's pretty much happy. So anyway, long story short, Cade comes back. And Vicky's gone. All right, so what do we know about the sister? Already we're in like episode 3 and things are moving pretty good. She is a mage. Okay, so that's revealed. That's like a big deal. And, layers of world building start coming out as we're going through this, which is important because it turns out mages you want to keep them a secret, otherwise you are automatically enrolled in the Emperor's Royal Magi Guard thing, Meduli. So they definitely didn't want that to be known. So, yeah. So she gone, and everyone be like, where'd she go? So it was 3 days, and Kaid's all chilling out in her room, and I guess he was inspired to find her journal. I don't know why he didn't discover that like days ago, why he wasn't looking for it days ago, but whatever the case, 3 days he goes and gets the journal, finds it, he discovers it in the room, and there's a bunch of drawings, and I really, really like this because it acted as a way for the main character, Kaid, to get some, I don't want to say character development, but he actually learned about what his sister thought of him, and it kind of changes him, makes it like a vehicle for his growth. And it also adds some exposition. Now, I look at it and I'm like, oh, clearly this is a way of getting some easy exposition and moving the plot forward. But at the same time, it felt really organic, and I was really happy with it. So, props right there. So, what all happens? So, Vicky is writing in her journal. Sorry, that was me paging through. She's writing in her journal. Good times. And here's what's going on in her mind. Okay, one, Kaid is super mean. Why is Kaid mean? And I also got to say I like this because these are family mechanics. And, you know, it's interesting because one character can change, and that change in that character affects other characters down the road. So what's going on? Dad, drunk. So him being drunk makes Kaid have to work more, and therefore Kaid working more makes Kaid grumpy, okay? And then Kaid's mom being sick, well, Vicky doesn't like that, so she wants to go help mom with that. Why doesn't she tell Kaid about this stuff, even though they used to be BFFs? Because Kaid is so grumpy. So I just... When I started putting that together, I was like, oh, that's cute. Like, I shouldn't say cute because Dad's a drunk and it's not a great thing, but whatever the case, I just like saw those pieces fall in place. I was like, oh, cool. That actually makes sense. And it was well explained as I'm reading this little girl's journal. All right. Girl's journal exists. He reads it for many, many hours. And then he's like, all right, we're going to have I don't want to say an intervention because she already gone. Intervening is way too late. So he like summons everyone, you know, like there's Evrick. I'm pretty sure Evrick's wife would be there, or girlfriend if I remembered her name. And then Elaine is there because Elaine's wonderful and I think she's a great character. Worthless trash dad, sick mom, you know, basically everyone who's been introduced is there. And Kaid's like, look, I found this book. It's got all the information we need to go find her. And of course, drunky dad is like, blah, 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 don't care, don't believe it, you need to go find her. And, you know, it's definitely one of those moments where the son wants to punch the dad. Like, you could just feel it in the subtext. Like, he's just like, oh, I just want to smack you so hard. If I could crack my knuckles, there, that's better. It was just definitely one of those moments. So, Kaid and Evrick are like, well, we're going to go do this. We're going to go out and we're going to find this whatever. So there's enough information in this journal that they're just like, we're going to peace out and we're going to do this. So, yeah. So he grabs his stuff and his mom's like, don't forget the iron dagger. And it's like, oh, there it is. So in the end, you actually get to see the iron dagger. It's black. It's kind of cool. And I'm very curious. What actually is the most interesting to me is this guy is not an adventurer. You know, he is a dude who builds houses. And that's why he's a blacksmith. So they're not formally trained. Maybe they have some training. I don't really know. But so far in my experience of reading him, he is clumsy. He falls into stuff. He was in a bucket of water. I don't know, a barrel of water. He just doesn't seem like a very good hero. Like, don't get me wrong. He seems like capable. He doesn't seem like the hero that you would expect, which is great. It's different. Fine. So my one sentence summary of this is basically Kaid and Evrick are going into the wilds, Fae Wilds, to get sister back from Nevin and the other evil stuff that's in there. Right. So yeah, so that's this video. Hope you enjoyed it. Consider subscribing, or at least watching another one of my videos that YouTube recommends. If you would like to have your story reviewed, well, my friend, check out Yield, the Discord on my website, unlimited-story.com, and I'll get you the hookup. Always information in the description below. Peace.